So, good morning. So, we're in module 13, and module 13 is map production. So, we'll be basically learning how to produce a map. So, all we've been doing from beginning of this class has been how to gather the data, how to do all other things around it. So, like from the beginning, I said we have layout view, we have data view. So everything we've done has revolved around the data view. To produce a map, you need to proceed to layout view in order to be able to produce a map. Yeah. So,
Make yourself comfortable with your class.
so first and foremost, we need to bring in all the data we need to use, right? So which data should we bring? Now bring in the Tarawa data I gave you. That's the map package that I gave you, a map document, one of them. Was it a map document or map package? Go and open my document, you should see it. Go to open. Go to open by that side. Up. You don't know where open is? That is art. I say open. Open the. Even if you click on file, you see open there. But see open the below file. Be looking at the folder of anything I say, looking at the icon of it because it's very important. By this stage, if I ask you to open and then you cannot get open, it's as if we've not done anything. All right. So open. Go to your where you keep all your work. I think we have a map document there. Go down. Yeah. Enter the Tarawa. Let's see if there's any map document there. Go enter that home. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, just go back. So where did you keep the work? Which one? To go back, just go back. When I say go back, it's not see where you're going. Be looking at these symbols, they are very important. When I say go back, you don't need to go back and be following this side. Just click on this one. So click on no. So, all right. So we want to create a map now. Let me bring in mine so that we can start from there. Let me open a map document, even though Okay. So we have all of this, right? Now we want to produce the map from. Now, like I said before, map is a guide. So you don't make a guide to confuse another person, right? So when you're making a guide, you try not to confuse the person you are guiding, isn't it? So we're going to have, I'm trying to locate all that I need. State boundary. Okay. See, there are quite a number of state boundaries, so I need to remove all of them that are not good so that we can. Now, do you have international boundary on yours? First, before these are all the data we brought in. First, we must change all their symbols from here, change everything before we go to data view, right? So now bank, I've shown you how to do that. You just click on it and then you search for bank to have the name of the bank, isn't it? So I picked my bank symbol. You reduce it to 18 or 19. Then hospital. Yes, yours is 4. Reduce it to 18. Increase it. Which bank did you select? To select bank now. To reduce it to 18. So you do that for hospital as well. Reduce it to 18. And do that's hospital as well. Now there are some symbols that I don't think you have. Yes. You say? Leave public building. Now check localities. Select something that will represent your localities because you don't really have the main symbol used for locality with you. I don't think there's any symbol of that nature. Just add towns. Add towns. Search. Must not put the S. Just pick anything there, then reduce the size. Reduce the size to 10. To 10. Okay. Do you have rivers? Yeah. You have rivers? You don't have rivers? How? Okay. But you have roads, right? Basically. So, basically just look here. Now, I'm selecting everything that has to do with the whole thing. This is adjoining boundaries. Federal roads, so I'm going to use this for federal roads. Then I'm going to use international boundary. I have this thing for international boundaries. See, it's done, right? Then major road. I'm just going to pick this. Then picking this for major road. Just get the concept. You just make sure you select the appropriate cartographic convention for your map. You understand? So, and you know how to do that now. You click here, you choose what you want. Then rivers now. This is road. Okay, this road is not. Come on, let's choose residential. Then rivers. This is okay for river. Do I have water body? Yes, water body. We make it this. I get it. So it's looking around the Abbey. Not to worry. That's what this one comes in board now. So we have. Now look at something. I showed you something before. You see this local government boundary? When you click on it, it's just going to bring you to this polygon. But you need to go to edit for you to be able to change anything on the boundary. Yeah. So once you go there, you click on outline again. Now it will bring you to make a choice around here. So we have LGA, we have state. Like I told you, the one with 3 dots is LGA. So now I've selected that. So you see that when I click here, it makes changes. So the changes in the local government, since they are polygon, you have to change it strategically. I know we've done that. So you come to edit, then here you go to outline before you see what we're talking about, right? So you can see that the local government boundaries have changed. You can see, right? Now we don't have district boundary, which if we have, we can put them into this, right? But all we are looking at is to change this whole thing, isn't it? Right. So we are working on changing the symbols. So what again have we not changed? Let's see this. No, we are not going to do that. We're not going to do that because it's going to dirty the map actually. Okay, we have one more thing that we've not done, or plenty more things. We have schools. So, I see we've not started putting name on it. So, it's also another thing. You remember we learned how to do symbol, right? Which one? We did labeling now.
Yeah, we did, but the things that is that part that is looking somehow that they are.
No.
Go to table of contents.
These schools exceeded Tarawa boundary. So you either clip it out or you see that it exceed Tarawa boundary. So there are schools in another state. But for this very map, we are not going to use school. For this very map, because it's administrative. Too many details will not. Even hospital, we are not going to use hospital. Even banks, we are not going to use bank, right? We're not going to use bank. Okay? So we're just going to look for where's our locality. We need our locality data. Okay, see locality here. Good. So now this is towns, right? Select this for towns. Now, the next thing is we'll start labeling it. We don't need these facilities. But where's the locality? Oh, it was first. Okay. I've removed there. So to label, you right click, go to properties. We'll be labeling them one by one. Yeah, so go to labels, go to click on this. Then it's the name of this thing, not, you see we have name, we have population, but it's the name we are going to look at so that the name will appear. Now we also click on a bold, and then we go to properties and see if there anything. Let's leave it like that because we can also make adjustment to it. So you see the names is everywhere, but no problem. When we now put it to scale, it's going to fit in, right? and I say we're not going to use school, state capital. Yeah, so state capital, we pick this as state capital and let's make it red. Let's give it a red color so that it can stand out, all right? Then we are not using station. You say? Yeah, we're labeling it too. We're going to label it. I'm just trying to look for anything we've not given it a symbol. Then we put this, right? Now, we are done with labeling most of this thing, but there is a problem. Do you know where the problem is? This, there was an adjustment with the boundary. So this DEM is not fitting that. So let's go and get a DEM that fits into that equation, right? So I think this DEM fits in. Yes, so we have the DEM that fits into this. Now there are a few things we'll do with this DEM that we've been doing. So I showed you this also. Right click, go to properties. See what will happen to this DEM now. This DEM now we're going to make it into a symbols, such a way that it's going to be like a background for this work. Yeah, so now what we want to do, we classify it into these colors, into 5, right? Now inside these 5, we're going to click on this place, double click on the color, and then you see this one, I'm going to make it a gradient. So if you look at, this is the lowest. So let's say we are going to make it 30. Let's make it 40. Then the next one will be what? 50, gray color. The next one will be gray color what? 60. The next one will be gray color what? A color 70. Then the last one will be gray color what? 80. Now you also click on this what? Hill shade. Now don't forget, anytime you increase this, anytime you increase this, anytime you increase the Z value, you see what it does. It's increasing the undulated area. So if this didn't do us, we can still go ahead and increase the distance to 10. Let's say the Z of the effect, let's make it 10. So you can see it's looking hard, like, yeah, it's looking hard and all of that. So now, I believe we've created all the things we need, but we still have one more thing. Because this is not a hill map, so we need this to fill in as a background for this work. So you right click, go to properties. If you remember, we did display, right? Good. So we're going to use the display to hide this thing. So we're going to say our transparency, let's say 50 and see. So click on OK. Let's say 70. Are you getting the whole thing? You're seeing, right? Transparency, right? So it's a bit down. Let's say 80 now and see. Come in. Let's bring it back to 70. Now, we have this thing the way it is now, but we have other things to do. We don't have state boundary yet. So I'm going to remove this and bring in the state boundary and the local government boundary. Okay, yes, the local government boundary is correct. So now what we need to do with the local government boundary is to do the other thing. You remember we did something? We categorize the boundaries. You're saying, Umas, if you don't remember. We did it. Okay. Just watch. We did this. We added everything here. How did you just showed me something you did now on that Nigerian map? It's the same thing we did here now. So we're going to use the name. Now, if you use the name, meaning it's the name of the local government. So we want all the 16 local government in this place. So we add them. They are going to have colors. Didn't we do this? you see why now all the pieces are coming together for a single purpose. Good. So now we now choose a color RAM. We need to select a color RAM that will blend this. We need to select a color RAM that will blend. Because if you don't have a color RAM that blend, this is okay for me. So I'm going to click on OK. Now, you see that this thing is not coming out, right? You're not seeing anything, isn't it? Good.
The background.
Yes, that background is not seeing anything. So we'll go back to properties again now. And then this time we'll go to display. And then we're going to make the transparency. The transparency, we are going to make it 50. Are you seeing it's coming up now? You're seeing it coming out. So let's make it 70 as well. If we had reduced the other one, it would have come out well. Do you get? Now we're going to do something to the other one. You're seeing the coming out of this one. You're seeing it, right? Now let's do something to that other one. So we'll definitely have to reduce this to like 50. Now you see the way it came out. It's having some effects. So do you see how I produced that map? So this is a twerk that a lot of, and this map, you know that when you zoom, you will see the relief detail, and it has it on display, so you know, oh, this is between this relief to this relief and all of that. Even though it's a, what they call it, it's a administrative map, it has some other hidden details. So we're going to, yes. So we still want to do some things because let this not overlap what we do. So we'll go back to the local government boundary now. Where's the local government boundary? Okay, I'm coming. Where is that LGA now? Okay. Now this is the next thing we'll do. You remember I showed you that we're going to go to edit, go to outline, and then select local government. That's how we need it to come out as an outline. So you do that for all the local government. Are you getting? So you'll be doing that. Once I did that, you see that the other local government will come out with its own. Go to edit, go to outline, go to this. Are you seeing? Hope you're paying attention. You see that we're already wrapping up the class. So you see that we are bringing everything we've done so far into one. So you're going to do that for all the local government. So we're doing that for all the local governments. Oh. Are you getting what I am doing?
Yes, I understood, sir.
It must not be this one I'm selecting, but it has to be something your choice. This is what I want to use.
Okay.
You understand? In time of the boundary. Because you see now, it's identifying the boundary here. If we did not put this, okay, for example, look at these ones that have not done their boundary. Let's look at the one who've not done their boundary. See this one, we've not done the boundary bar. It's not having an outline. But when we do these outlines, you'll see that you'll be able to identify. Remember how we're able to identify the boundary on the other one? It's because of these outlines. Without this outline, you won't know that that is a boundary. So you're getting The concept. So we're doing the last one now. So now if you look at, there is an outline for all the local government. You're seeing? So I don't know why this one choose to come out clear. But whatever the case is, this is not good. I don't really know why this one decided to come out. See that this one, something like this, it came, where is it? Tarakum. It's like there is an error. You can see that there is originally one here. So you can see there is an error in the work. I think it was duplicated. But I don't.
Do you know the digitizing?
I think so. So you can see that there is an error. You can see it. Whereas this is a huge error. I don't know how that comes in, but the most important thing that you understand, oh, I get where the issue comes. It's not an error. Now, there is another mistake here, another data different from what we have. So, do you now see what I'm saying? Do you get the idea now? Now, these points are settlement data that we added. Do you understand? We've added settlement data. Now, these are also, but we're not going to use settlement data now for this very map. Now, do you like what you're seeing? So, you don't like it?
I say it's very nice now.
Okay, so.
Nice is not good.
All right, so now, I think we've done what we need to do. Then one more thing, we'll right-click, go to properties of this one, so that we can arrange it. Now, you see the way this one is, you just click on this left click here, left click. Then you go to format, and then change this to 3-digit, so that you don't have all these dot around. Do you understand? Just change it to 3-digit, so that at the end of the day, all of this goes in, right? So you click on OK. Now, because you need to put this on legend. Now that we're done with whatever we have here, what is the next thing? We will now go to where? Layout view. This is us on layout view. Now, it depends on what you've imagined that you want to produce. If you want to put an insert map, maybe Nigeria to the Taraba state, you can do that. And there are some that, I think, one of the map I produced, this is what I did to it. I think this one, see what I did to it? I put an insert. You can see that I put an insert to it. The insert were the global, I put the globe, and down here I put Nigeria extracting Taraba state. Do you understand? So it depends on what you want to do. This one is purely an, what they call this, a relief map. So you can see, it's a relief map with a lot of details too. So at the end of the day, what you want to do is how you envision this. But we're just going to produce this straight. So now first...
Let's go by extracting map of...
No, we're not doing that now. We just produce map of Taraba now. Now, we need to choose a scale. And when you're choosing a scale for map, you choose scale that are survey scale. You have to choose what? Survey scale. You see some people produce map and put maps 750,000. That is not a survey scale. So survey scale we have, first before we go to scale, we go to file and come to page and print setup. So what paper size do you want to produce this map? Now if you want to produce a map that is economically, you want to produce a map that is economically, then you either choose scale A1, paper A1 or A2. So if we're producing this map on A2, then here you see scale map element proportional. So when you check, if you not see, when you check it, it will put the map at the center, right? Now, this map is like this. We cannot produce on landscape, isn't it? So these are basically the things we're setting up. Now here, since you've met here, because this is where your money, if you don't want to use here, you just make the selection of the A0. But you can see that we are not seeing A0 here. So that's why we uncheck this to choose our A2, A2, A0, A2, B1, any paper size. Then you click on what? Okay. Now, we now need to adjust to have a scale, right? Now this way now use this. You remember we did zoom fixed in. This way we are going to use this thing now. Now look at the scale. Just keep looking at the scale as it changes. Now we have scale 1:1 million. I guess that is okay. Now you hold your pan now. You see now all those things are coming to function now. Use your pan tool to adjust it. Don't forget you're going to write things down here. So you adjust the map to such a way that there is space. We have adjoining boundaries. There are space within the adjoining boundaries. And then there is space where you write the name of those states you've adjoined. Then you see this river should not hang. So you take this river to the edge so that there will be more space here. You understand? This river needs to go to the edge because river is it's going to another state. So if you produce Adamawa now, you see another side of the Adamawa with the river so that it does not hang, isn't it? Now, when you use the pan tool, if you leave it at pan and click like it to scatter the map. You see, to scatter the map. So after using the pan tool, you come back to your select element. Yes. So let's take it back. Okay. So now we want to shift this one inside like this so that we need to have space for other things, isn't it? Good. So go back to the pan tool. Come back. Draw this one so that these two should have space, isn't it? So we'll now draw this one to come and meet them up here. I get it. So that we have space to write down here. Now, we'll go back to pan tool. I hope you are looking at what I'm doing. To adjust this so that you have where to write because these are states. This is Bauchi, this is Gombe, this is Adamawa, this is Cameroon, this is Benue, this is Nasarawa, this is Plateau State. Do you understand? These are states that Taraba State is bounded by. Good. So you are getting the point now? Okay. So now that we have this done, we are already on our scale. So if you zoom on the scale now, you see that these things are coming out and they are not choking the map anymore because we've selected an appropriate scale. Do you understand? Now, so you can see, if you want to know whether the thing is too choked up, you will click here now. There is a tool. This tool, if you come here, look at it, you see whole document, zoom to 100%, zoom fix, zoom. This one, if you zoom fix, it's going to temper on the map. It's not going to temper on the scale. But we want to zoom and see how the thing will appear when printed. So you see now, it's not really crowdy. Now, I also told you something, that you can have more details on the map and then make it not rowdy if you maximize what your display. You remember? Now, if we have the name of these towns as in accordance to how important they are, let's say, we have the local government headquarters, then we have important towns, then we have towns. Now, important towns will now have a fade lower than that of maybe local government headquarters will have bold. Then important town will not be bold. Then towns will now have what? Fade. Will now have that transparency to bring it down. Do you So you saw what we did with the transparency, that we can see two things overlaid together. You understand that concept. So you can really be creative with any map and do something. Even if just your story, you can embed the DEM on the map and make it look like 3D. On any map at all. It's just concept. Do you understand? Any map at all, you can embed a digital elevation based on what we just did now. You can do that. So now the next thing on our agenda is to start bringing in our legend, isn't it? It's like we'll not finish this class today, but let's continue because the class is becoming bulky. It's like you're already tired, Seth.
No, I'm not tired.
Are you sure?
Till evening.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, so now the next thing is want to start bringing our legend. But you understand to where we are now. To bring legend, you go to insert. All of these things are now. You remember when we were doing, we saw that these things were not checked then. But now that we're in layout, all of them are checked. Now, don't forget you need to bring your not arrow. So you select not arrow that fits, that you like. Because it's your choice. So if I like this one, I'll bring it. No, increase it small. I'm going to put it down here. Some of my lecturer hates when you put not arrow down, but I just laugh. At the end of the day, map is your choice. So you produce it. So legend now, the next one is legend. Isn't it? Next one is legend. Now this legend, we will not put everything. So we'll bring this one back. This DEM will have create its legend separately. Yes. So we have local government headquarters, we have localities, we have state capital, adjoining boundary, federal. But there is a boundary we did not bring. So let's go and get that boundary, which is the state's boundary. It's the state boundary. I think we did that and put it somewhere when I was doing that, but I've forgotten. I think it should be this one. Yes, you can see it. Oh, it's not it. It's not even it.
Not the one that
The one that has this. The one that is the same thing as this one. I know I did that, but I cannot. I think I did. Come in, I will locate it. Maybe it should be this one, Taraba State. Yes. So you see it. So now we are going to remember what we did to go to edit symbol, go to this, and we'll put the state boundary. Is this? Yes. So
you can change also
the color, yes. Good. Yes, the size as well. So you can just do like this. Now we need to fade this color so that it will just be like this. So now, so that we'll also have it on the legend, isn't it? So we click on insert, and then lecturer, non-academic staff. He's looking timid, that's why I'm asking. But he's a staff.
Yeah. How do you call them?
Non-academic staff. Non-academic. So we make this into 4 layers. But at the end of the day, it will not really matter because we are going to dismantle everything. Now, this is where the real work comes in. What did I say? I said this is where the real work comes in. Isn't it? Now, what we're doing now, you may not see it anywhere like that, but they are available. You had to find. What we want to do now is advanced editing. While we will dismantle all of this to form our own legend, just like the way you're seeing it here. Most case, I no longer create anything though. I just copy and paste. Yes, because I already created, I've suffered, I've done all the creating. To have something like this kind of legend you're seeing here, that's what I want to do now, isn't it? Now. If not because I want to show you, I will just copy and paste. So now you right click after you've created the legend. You right click. This one applies to anything you do that you want to edit the legend individually. That's what we're going to. So you right click on it, come to convert to graphics. Then right click again on group. Do you understand? Now it has ungrouped. You can see that they are on their own now, isn't it? So now
Can you go back again?
I cannot go back. You see. Okay. Once you are done with the I have to delete the legend and create a new one. Insert legend. So I said, okay, let's remove some of the things we don't really need from that side. We don't need LGA now. Okay, we don't need this LG. We don't need it. Or we just rather need the name. We just need the name LGA. Then we'll remove every other thing. But just watch. Now we have this. So make it into 4 layer. And then we create our legend. Finish. We've created our legend, right? Now we want to edit this to have this. Isn't it? So you right click on it while it is still selected like this. Go to convert to graphics. Right click again. On group. Now they are all ungrouped. Now what we want to do is we remove all of this because we don't need them. We do the same thing. Remove all of this. We don't need them. Remove this. Remove this. Remove this. We're left with these ones, right? Now what we want to do here is to start creating that one you saw there. Now to do that, we also need to ungroup them one by one. So you right click on this, ungroup. Because at the end of the day, if you look at this one, you will see that they are on the right hand side and not on the left hand side. The symbols are on the right hand side. Okay? So we're just going to do, we'll not do all of it, just for you to understand, isn't it? So now what we'll do now, after we ungroup them, we move this to this side. Then this one now, we right click on it, go to properties. We're going to make it LG headquarter, right? But we want this to be in capital letter. Is this one in capital letter? Okay, we write local government boundaries. So we're going to type local government boundaries. We will not type that for now. What we'll do is we'll just do what we want to do. But you understand what we need to do, right? Good. I thought we did not start the class. For cry. For cry. So you put dot. You put dot, 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 dot. Then after you're done with the dot, 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 you click on change symbol and make it bold. Alright? So make it bold, click on OK. But the dot, dot, after you're done, the dot, 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 you see our this. We start arranging them now. We bring this here. Then we increase this. Now another thing is you also do that from here. That's another mistake we did. We'll have increased this very big so that the symbol will be big. I think that's a mistake we made. So let's redo that. Let's leave this one out. Let's keep this one and remove these ones. Okay? So that the symbols can be big enough. Especially the dot symbols. So the state headquarters, it was 8. Let's make it 20. So it's looking big, right? Yeah. What again? What again? This one is 5. Let's make it this also, so that we don't have to come and be stressing. I'll say, what else do we have? No, we are not doing school. We didn't add school to the data set now. Alright, so let's create the legends again. So let's remove local government. No, let's remove because we've created local government there now. We just needed their names and their symbols. So we just click on. Okay, sorry. Let's go back. Let's make this 4. Okay, now we right click, convert to graphics, right click on group. Now we right click, ungroup this. Then we remove this, isn't it? Since we already have it up there. So we take this. Let's remove one of the legends. So let's put this here, isn't it? Then we'll do the next one. But most of the times, okay, let's group this one back. So you hold shift and then select the 2. Okay. You group them back. So they are grouped together now. Keep it one side. We're going to do it one by one. Aja, what's up? Morning, how you doing? I'm alright. I did school, yeah. Not school. Not geology. You, where are you? Okay, when are you coming back to the main campus? Alright, by then I'm done from here. I'll be in SMP. So when you're coming, we'll just meet around there. Alright. So, now, normally the first things that are always when you see internal, if you look at this, you see the first one is what? International boundary, state boundary, local government boundary, then federal highway, major road, minor road. So, we're also going to arrange that here. So we take out our international boundary, right click and do what? Ungroup. I'm emphasizing because you'll be using it a lot until you're done with this work. Isn't it? Yeah. So what do you do with this one? After, what do you do? What did we do here? You right click. You are waiting for me. Alright. So you select the dot, this dot. Then you go to this and make it bold. Let's make this 20. Yes, let's make it 20. Do you see? And don't forget also, you're making your I to be in capital letter. The first letter to be capital letter, isn't it? So there is something, you're trying to say something.
Yeah. Like in the symbology. Yes. Like here we did local government, we did dot, and isn't it okay to represent with the symbol that we did before? Like the international boundary. Yeah.
See the symbol now. See the symbol here. The dot is just to say, see, these are, if you check all serious maps, these are things you will see there. Okay. The dot is just, okay, this international boundary, this is what is there. Oh, you understand? So now, we also need to do something again. We remove the underscore. You know, when we are producing, we put underscore, right? So we leave it like this, so that there won't be underscore, isn't it? So we'll do what? We select shift and do what? Match, group them. We're done with one, Abby. The next one is what? State boundary, which is this. Now, this state boundary, we will use adjoining boundary for it. Do you understand? Because adjoining boundary is still other states. So, we're just going to ungroup this and delete this. Right? So, we'll bring this here. Properties. Then we'll just say state boundaries or boundary. Then the dot again. So you see it's not reaching where this one is, so we have to still increase the what? The dot. Now click on apply to see if it has reached. Yes, it has reached. Now click on OK. Because we need them to be in the same alignment. Do you understand? Now this is how you do until you finish all of the symbols you have here. Don't forget they are on the right hand side. For localities, for highway, you put the dot. So let me do something. Now another thing you can easily do is that you can easily copy the dot. You can easily just copy this dot so that you don't keep creating the dot. Copy. Now if I federal highway now. Okay, we have local government already. Now this is a local government headquarters. Okay, with the local government boundary, we've not actually brought that out. Okay, no problem. I think that was the reason why we did this. Okay, it was the reason why we did this boundary, local government boundary. I understand now. So now, these adjoining boundaries, you just arrange them just the way you see. I arrange this one. Just write their name properly, then do this. Do you understand? Because if we want to create this, we'll spend the whole day here creating this. But I believe with the 2, 3 we've done, you have an understanding to create until you're done with you. It must not be one day, because sometimes you produce map, it takes time. So you do when it tire, you just save it and continue. Save it and continue. Do you understand? Sometimes you don't even feel like working. Yes, it's possible. Now, once you're done with that, the next thing we will do is to right-click and put the grid. Right-click on the map, this thing, the map layer, then go to properties. You see grid. Click on new grid. Now, whenever you're producing a boundary map, don't use UTM. Use what? Use what? I said don't use UTM, you know. Okay. Use GCS, because there are another boundary attached to that boundary. So if you use projected, you may not be able to have this. When I mean projected, like those ones with easting and northings. Yes. But use the one that has degree, minute, and seconds, which is the first one. So you click on next. You can decide to write the name of what you're working on, let's say Taraba, on the graticals. Then you go to next. Now here, if you like, see the one I produced, I allow lines to flow in, because most of the time this is how these our maps are. It's only most of the time school maps that say we should not put this line. But most of these administrative maps have these graticals and labels at the same time. So just go to next, next, finish. So let's apply and see what we have. Whether we have NAC, okay, we have exactly what we want, isn't it? So now, We're going to go to properties. Then under the properties, we increase this to 12. Then we'll make it bold. Then we check these vertical labels, left and right. Now, why are we checking left and right? It's because this is showing a parallelogram, and we want it to go up. See? Okay, here it was left like that. But if you want it to be like this, and like this, then you have to what? Check this left and right. But if you don't want it, just like the way you see that one, you leave it like this. All right? Come in. Then you click on OK. Then you click on, let's check this style. Okay, let's check the properties of the style. Okay, it's back here, so let's leave it. Now, they say display ticks outside, inside. Now look at something. Let's look at something. I want to show you something. What they're saying is, these ticks, you should display it. Come in. Let me. The ticks, which are these lines, you see that it's not even still enough. We need to increase it. We need to increase this so that it's not really enough. So this tick, you should make it, yes, make it bolder. So let's go back to style, to properties. They say display ticks. There we say inside, here we say outside. We can calibrate the whole thing. I'm trying to, you can, like, there are more settings to which you can do. You see now what it's drawing. Now look at what I'm saying. You see, it draws. I think you're not understanding. Let me show you. See, there is no tick before. If you look at when we started, there is no this tick line, this one. This thing, this black, white, it was not there. Yeah, so it's that, this thing I just created it. What we just did that created it. Do you get? So if we say this should be 1, this should be 1, you will see the difference. Now, we say calibrated, simple, let's leave it simple. You will see what I'm saying. You see, this is simple. Do you get what I'm trying to explain? So, leave it simple. And then, you've put your gridded lines. Now, let's do something also. So, do you see we put it our grid line? If we don't want to have these lines, we will do what? We will, if we want this map to be up, they still can do it also. Like
the grid line goes after the,
yes.
the background.
Look at this one now. It's behind it. Now, that's because I created something on the, I hope you understand, Sha. So you can also add what they call a neat line. But I create my neat line myself. Because when you say you add neat line, the thing may just be doing you somehow. So I do my neat line myself. All right? So I think basically this is what you need to get. Now, after that is done, you begin to write your title. Okay, you write your title and all of that. I think for my production, I believe I've explained, though we didn't explain the basic thing. If you can get it to this point, you are done almost everything.
Yes.
Do you understand?
But let's go to the scale bar and this thing that
This one? Okay, scale bar. You just click on. Now, if you look at this map I produced, this map is too detailed. Do you know why? Now, if you produce a map like this, what is now the essence of them getting a professional to interpret the map? Because I've provided a scale bar, I've provided what 1 centimeter is it to on the ground. So no need again. So once you provide a scale bar and the scale, don't provide this anymore. Not because if you not put this, the map is not complete. Yes. But let professional read. Once a professional puts his eye on it, he knows what to do. So if you produce a map where everybody can read it, what's now the essence? That is now my methodology now. I no longer produce a map that is serving everybody's purpose. So now we go to this scale bar. Now scale bar, I don't know whether your country is using what system, but we're using metric system in Nigeria. I don't know which system you guys are using. You guys are using miles or what?
No, we are using kilometers.
So you're using metric system. All right, so you go down to see where there is meter. You'll see metrics on it. So you see metrics. Line 1, metrics. Metrics. So you choose a scale bar that suits what you want to do. Now, what this is saying, by this scale, we have scale 1 is to 1 million. It's saying 15, 30, 60, 90, 120. That's already interpreted for you. So you go back again. But there are ways you can also modify this by going to properties and do some number of divisions, all of that. You can do change here, but most of the times I don't even bother myself except it did.
Like sometimes if you want to tell them that from 0, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, is it possible to modify all those numbers?
These numbers are coming based on your skill.
Okay.
You understand? They are coming based on your skill. You can only make some adjustment. Like if I do 2 now, you'll see some changes to this. If I reduce this to 3, do you see? If I reduce 1 to 3 as well, look, are you getting? You understand? So these numbers are based on your scale, which is this. They come automatically. You understand the whole thing? Yes. So this can be it's just telling that it's 2, 4, 8, and like that, on and on. Uh-huh. So now the next thing is how to bring in your text. So your scale text now, you can have this 1 centimeter is equals to 10 kilometers, which is wrong cartographically. So when you click on it, you go to properties. And then here, this equal to, you change it. And write, I've off our socket. It's off for me. Hey, my phone is off. Oh. Well, who your iPhone? May I charge my phone small? This girl will call me. Shit. So I think we'll end the class. I have to rush home.
Okay.
All right. So, but then let's finish this up. So now here, you write it. That thing we remove. We now write 2. Space. Represent. You can either write like this and put dot or you write represent. So click on. Where is it? Let's click on OK. I'm coming. Let's OK it first to see it from. So you see it's saying 1 centimeter to represent 10 meters. Now you can also change it to kilometers so that it can represent what? So we go to scale text and change this to kilometers. Once we change it to kilometers, we say to represent 10 kilometers. Since this is kilometer, Abi? Then the last, which depends on you using this one, I'm giving you everything, is you now depend on which one you want to put on your map. You come down, to scale text again. And you choose this first one, absolute text, and you click on it. So it's going to come out as the scale of your map is 1 million. So you now go back, pick a scale, pick a text, and write what? Scale. You write scale. And you put this in the color. Put this and OK. So you bring it into this one, and then you hold shift and what? Group them. So you now begin to arrange them where you want them to be. Then you now have where you write author name, the map producer, what is the boundary notice, who is having authority. Like here, and I say Office of the Surveyor General of Taraba State, December 2024 edition, copyright, reserve, boundary notice, all of that they will give you based on your client requirements. So you write all of that, put your contacts and all of that, and then you're done actually. So are we together? End the class. So that I think what we have left is to produce a study area map. And then because I had to explain this in detail so that you understand, and I have to use this work I've done, and then I believe that when you go through the video, and then you must not select anything just to produce the map, just to replicate. All right, select anything. I think I'll copy for you this DM. I think the DM should be inside what I gave you. I don't know, but check. Go down. No, just go down to the last. You're okay. So if it's not there, I'll copy the dem for you then. So this is the end of this. I know we've already done how to export now. When you're done with everything, just click on export and export your map. Okay. So we will do study area map, and I think one other thing, then we'll move to the last syllabus.